Hello, welcome to Mornings at the Allotment. This is supposed to be my carrot bed, and today I'm going to take out the radishes that I interplanted or intersowed rather with the carrot seeds to see whether there's any carrots in that bed actually growing. And I'm also going to take out some of the multi-sown beetroot, and then later on I'm going to show you how I preserve those. So let's get started and see what's in this bed. Alright, so as I said, I have, apart from the chives, I have carrots in there. I sowed carrots and radishes alternating, for the radishes to mark the rows and also to shade the area a bit so it doesn't dry out too quickly. And now I really need to check to see whether we have carrots in there, and also the radishes are beginning to show signs of wanting to go to seed. So I'm going to get them out. Some of them are quite big. We did have some slugs in there, so I'm absolutely not sure, even if carrots did germinate, whether they're still there. This one looks nice, but it's also been eaten. And I'm taking these home, including the greens, because we use the greens in salads or for cooking. And I also, of course, have to be careful not to tear out the carrots. So I'll show you this in a minute. But actually, there's one seedling that looks like it might be a carrot, but the tops have been eaten off, so not too promising in this bed. Some of the radishes are still quite small, so I'm leaving those in. And I'll just do the other bed. I can't film it because our neighbors are in their garden, but I'll show you what that looks like once I'm done with it. Alright, and this is the parsnip bed, and we did have to re-sow some of them. And as everywhere else, we do put radishes in between the parsnips. So we have a couple of rows that are supposed to grow carrots in between the parsnip rows. But we'll just see what's in here and harvest some radishes while we're at it. And these are the 3 beds. Now I left some in, and in this row where there was supposed to be carrots, there's absolutely nothing. Also in the middle row here, and here there's one seedling, this one here, that looks like it used to be a carrot seedling, but it also looks like it's been eaten off by slugs. So yeah, not looking too great. And in the bed next to it, we have a carrot coming up here, and then one here, and then 3 in the back there, but that's also it. And somehow I don't think there's going to be more in here. So yeah, one more sowing of carrots it is. And finally the parsnip bed. So at the side here, we put the radishes just as slug traps, and that appears to be working. They're eating, especially over here, lots of slug damage. And then we have a little carrot seedling down there, and that's also the only one I found in here. But we do, apart from the big parsnips that we have here, we have a couple of parsnips coming up from the second sowing in this row here, that one. And then further on in the back, there's another little one there. Yeah, so I'll be happy if I get any parsnips at all, because last year that didn't work out for us. One more thing that I'll be doing today in the other root raised bed is to take out the biggest of the multi-sown beetroot And the radishes you can see here, we're growing on for seed. So we intentionally let them go to seed, and then we harvest the seed pods. And you can see some of them already forming here. Flowers and then the seed pods next to them. And first of all, instead of getting one radish, we get several. Oh, I just saw some bigger ones already that are already filling out. We get several dozen seed pods from each plant, and also the bees really love it. So yeah, we leave them in the ground. And as I said, I'm going to be harvesting the biggest from the clumps of beetroot, and also preserving those. And I already have some at home. So I'm just twisting this one out, you see here, and leaving the others to grow on. And I just realized that the ones in the greenhouse aren't doing too well, so I'm also going to twist out the biggest of these, just to give the others more space. Alright, so along with the 6 beetroot I already have in the refrigerator, this will make some nice fermented beetroot. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute when I get home, because it's really not much fun filming here today. There's too many people around, and they don't want to be on camera, so I don't have all that many camera angles that I can do here in the garden. So yeah, I'm going to start cleaning them after all. We eat the leaves of the beetroot as well. They're related to chard, and that's how we use them. But some of these aren't looking great, so I'm taking them off and just leaving them here, putting them directly on the compost instead of taking them home and then bringing them back. So yeah. Okay. This is the one from the greenhouse, and I can't tell you which type it is, what variety, but it's definitely different from the others. It's a much lighter color. And yes, we do just ignore the slug damage on the leaves. My daughter isn't too keen on it, but if we prepare it and she doesn't see it, she won't know. Alright, she does watch the videos, so she will know, and she does know, but I cut off the worst parts and then we just eat the rest. So, that's the beetroot. And in the case of the radishes, I'm not too keen on the radish leaves, so I've decided to take them off and leave them here after all. We have made radish leaves into a green powder to put in our food. We don't really do smoothies, but even for just cooking. But if you want to dehydrate leaves, you really need to get them clean and make sure there are no bad spots on them, and that's just too much of a hassle for me right now, since I really want to preserve or eat or preserve the radishes. So yeah, this one won't be preserved. We'll eat that right away. As you can tell, we have a rainbow variety of radishes here. Different sizes, different colors. With radishes, basically we get what's on sale. And then sometimes we get the colorful ones at the supermarket. What we really like are the ones that look like icicles. In German they're called Eiszapfen. I'm not sure what that variety is called in English. We really enjoy those, but they bolt. So those are the ones that I have in the raised bed with the beetroot. They're the ones we're letting go to seed. So we'll also collect some of the seeds from those, but mostly we want to eat them. All right, so. Yeah, so I'm going to take this pile home and I'll meet you in my kitchen later on. Bye for now.